Now I see you. So you did wait that entire night. Oh, I dropped something. But anyway, we're going to be going to explore the cave today. So, since you're fresh and not tired, let's start going in. Let's preserve our energy by walking because we're going to be exploring 3 rooms of this cave. The first one is the historic entrance, which we are rounding about right now, and then the rotunda, which is the main area with areas. So, yeah, the third one we'll see. So, come on, let's go. We're walking down into the cave right now.
Yeah.
Hope you're not scared of dark places, because we're going into one.
I'm not scared.
Look at that, it's a giant waterfall.
Yeah. We saw that before.
What we saw last night.
I got water droplets on my head.
We saw it last night.
Look at that. There's water falling off of it.
Wow.
Okay. I am scared.
I gotta go up there with Zach, okay?
We are going to that.
Oh.
I'm scared. It's so dark.
The lights are coming up ahead, Emma. Look, there's a little light. Rotunda's gonna leave it.
Can I do one?
We're going to the rotunda.
Can I do one?
Okay, Emma, you can talk too.
He was wide open. Was you ever in that one?
So,
Or was
we're going to Mammoth Cave.
this one
And
has
it's
a wide open?
cool.
The great.
This is the cave.
Hello. This is rotunda. See?
Now, why is it so dark?
Well, because no light ever travels down here. So they had to put up these lights.
Yeah.
And we can't
And
use
here
flash?
we are at the rotunda. Look how giant that is.
Yeah.
You know?
You know?
Look at that.
This is the extent of where the cave we're going into. So,
But it's so big that you can't even see the wall. Whoa. What is that, Mom?
Oh, ask the ranger.
so that's the ranger.
Ask the ranger about it. Okay.
Can you tell us more about the rotunda?
Yeah. So this whole room was filled with water at one point, which is what created it. So everything you see other than the floor is all natural. And then this stuff was used in the 1800s to make gunpowder.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a yacht.
It is a lot.
So they mined it out to get the gunpowder.
Yeah, it was a layer of the dirt. They would move it, and then they would put it all in this big tub here. They'd pump water down, mix it all up, and pump it back up.
Wow, thank you.
Come on, Emma. Let's go.
We can go around the circle. You just go around the circle, I think.
Can I hold your hand?
See,
It's okay, but we can go to the end here.
we go there, then we go to the other side.
What do you think we're going to look at here?
How we don't go?
Dad, so I have to stay with you?
Here we are. The salt pier works.
Oh, wow.
Number 1. Water collected from the entrance waterfall trapped in by a log pipe into the cave. 2. Enslaved laborers gathered cave dirt from underground passages and dumped it in square wooden leaching vats. 3. The pipes released the water into vats, allowing the water to leach nitrate out of the soil. They called this amber liquid. This made a nitrate beer. Number 5. The second tower. 5. The second tower pumped the liquid into furnaces where the enslaved workers mixed it with turnips and ox blood and rendered it to saltpeter. 6. The saltpeter crystals were packed and sent to the Dew Point Company to be further combined with charcoal and sulfur to make black gunpowder. Here's our last stop, right here, the other side. Now, we're not going to be going into the forest reaches of the cave. We're just going into the rotunda where you can see the beautiful ginormous cave that was built by water. That is where you would be able to go if you were doing a longer tour. Evidence of exploration. We have visited the historic entrance, the rotunda, and this is our last room that we are going to be visiting. And there's a name for the hall, but I don't remember. And look up there, there's little cave paintings. See that? See those little black things? Those are cave paintings. So let's read how we know they're cave paintings.
Okay.
Let's read how we know.
Let's read it.
Objects and evidence of human activity found among 12 miles of cave passages led archaeologists to conclude that Mammoth Cave was first explored some 4,000 years ago. Signs of battering of gypsum from the cave walls and digging in the sediments indicate that these late Eric and early woodland people collected various minerals from the cave for purposes unknown. It is clear that they went to great lengths to organize and plan these cave explorations. Now that you have seen the expanse of the cave, we are going to be... Here we are in our last room after that one. We are going to be walking up to the area, which is... This area is just a bunch of ground-up dirt. So, yeah. So, let's read this thing. Science station. Cave atmosphere monitoring system. Instrument mast. This equipment gathers ongoing atmosphere data within Mammoth Cave. Please stay on the trail and do not approach these scientific
It's right
instruments.
here. It says right here. Look. Scientific instrument.
And here we are at our last stop. This is the last stop. Here is this thing on cave creation. For thousands of years, a river dissolved an underground passage. Then once it had dug a deep canyon, other cracks and fissures in the stone offered new paths the water sought access to surface. Through layer upon layer of ancient limestone rock. Over time, the rivers carved downward, making new channels, leaving dry, rocky, hollow halls above, enlarging canyons slowly, or cutting them quickly, dissolving tubes, turning tubes into keyholes, or patiently washing out domes and pits. On their way to where the river flows outside 6 levels below. Okay, that was our last stop.
This is the last ranger stop.
So, let us go down.
Let's go down.
And then we will be back at the top after we
Like we gotta go where it's telling us and then it's gonna end?
Yeah. That's why, we'll
Dad.
Species of shrimp.
Connected. The sound of dripping water in the top reminds us that Mammoth Cave is connected to the outside world. Water enters the cave through collapse areas and underground streams fed by sinking surface streams and sinkholes. The underground streams of Mammoth Cave contain a great number of life adapted to the dark. Fish, crayfish, and a species of freshwater shrimp are the largest of these eyeless and colorless animals. The protection of these rare animals in a mysterious world depends on the wise and considered use of the land over which water flows before entering underground streams. This was the last stop in our thing.
This is.
So, we will be visiting you when we get back.
Okay.
Actually, no, there's no ranger, so I just leave.
Oh, okay. There's a ranger over here.
Where? Oh, right. Where?
Okay, Emma. Right here, buddy.
That makes sense.
And we don't know exactly why they came in the cave and went that deep, but we
know where they were mining a certain mineral.
Okay. You have a question for him, buddy? Yeah.
Can you tell us about this area of the cave?
Yeah, you're about 160 feet below the surface. Up here, down here where we are. This is what we call the fifth layer, or the first layer, depending on where you're counting from the bottom up or the top down of the cave. And there's actually 4 more layers below us here. And it's dry because we have a cap rock on top of us that is made out of sandstone. And it doesn't allow water to come in through the roof. If it did, we'd have all these stalactites and stalagmites in this cave. Totally dry because the water can't get down.
That's very
But
interesting.
you can, over here, this is where the room has collapsed. Closed it off. That used to be an entrance into the cave. But now you can hear water running in here. It's not running through the cave though. It's actually continuing down into the lower levels. It's trying to seek out the Green River, which is about 150 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Real loud.
Overall, I think this would be probably a very good idea to take your, friends over here, because there's a bunch of, and if you have the patience for it, there's a 2-hour tour that you can take, and you can learn all the history about this place, and what about the cave paintings and stuff, and just, it's a really fun tour, I think.
Any final words?
If you are really good in shape, this would be a very good thing to do. This is a very good thing to do,
Yeah.
It's beautiful outside, You might need a hat, though.
It's kind of cold.
And the trip might be a little exercise, It's definitely better than any exercise I've done. It also has great reading in it as well, so, So if you enjoyed that, then I hope you subscribe for more content. How was your experience with the Mammoth Cave?
It's wonderful. Very beautiful rotunda.
Okay, my experience was I liked hiking around, reading all the stuff. Emma, what was your experience?
Mine was just saying on Daddy.
Okay, Mom, what was your experience?
I like just being underground.
Okay, there you have it. Our conclusion of how good Mammoth Cave was. And that is the end of the video. But we're going to Florida, baby. So you better believe we're getting more videos.
Yeah, but